The recording has begun.
Uh, uh,
Um,
I just called the session. So, last time you defeated Bug Boss, but you might have lost said progress, if I recall. Uh,
how
I'm
would I
assuming you
have?
haven't, because you died.
Oh yeah! Shit, that's right.
So, I'm gonna I'm gonna pray that we are not refighting Bug Boss. Or not Bug Boss, Plant Boss. Uh, Bug Boss will be later. I'm gonna pray that we're not refighting Plant Boy. However, if we are, then I have some opinions
What
about
did
what's
I
going
even die to?
on. And instant death. I think just some fuck. I honestly can't remember. I've tried to forget as much of the last recording session as possible.
Boy, howdy, was the last recording session forgettable.
So I've been going through to give a little insight into what's happening. At the time of this second recording session, we've done 2 recording sessions of Pokemon. We've gone like 7 hours into that. And then this is our second recording session with Nick playing, our second Metroid recording session, and we've been sort of editing what we have so far. I've edited a bit of the Pokemon, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It turned out pretty well. Nick has been editing the Metroid, which has been the opposite in basically every way.
I mean, it's the thing is, I need to prune a lot. Holy fuck, I'm bad at this game.
Remember that you can press the shoulder buttons to aim up and down.
Oh yeah.
That is gonna help you so much with these enemies. It's gonna help you so much with a lot of enemies, actually. There's a surprising amount of difficulty in this game that just comes from enemies are not on a level plane with my gun. My gun. Samus has a gun, guys.
Remember, she is the Nintendo with the gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. We're fighting Plant Boss again. Okay, so you remember what happened last time. You remember how to do this.
I remember how to do it.
So how much of last fight, since we're doing it over, are you just going to fast forward through, and how much of that is going to be...
Oh, so much of it. Honestly, like...
I wouldn't blame you if you basically just didn't put in any footage from the last Plant Boss fight. So I'll repeat myself a little bit here with some of the things I said. I really like this boss in concept, not so much in execution. Because in execution, this is kind of a boring boss. You need missiles to hurt it.
Oh, I need missiles to hurt it? Oh.
Yeah, you need to use your missiles.
Good.
Yeah, that's one of the things that...
Good. Especially because there was a door that demanded 5 missiles from me right before this room.
They really like to do that in this game. It's one of the design choices I'm not so much of a fan of. However, as the game goes on, I think this is the only boss where, like, there's only one way to hurt him. I might be wrong, but I love this boss in concept, not in execution. Because in execution, this is a really boring boss fight, especially if you know how to not take damage by just being in a ball in that corner. However, I love the idea of, like, the planet is Zebes, Z-E-B-E-S, and you will not find a concrete pronunciation of that anywhere online. So people say Zebes, Zebes.
I thought it was Zebes.
It could be Zebes. It's in Japanese, you see. So any answer is the wrong answer. But I like the idea...
Ghibli.
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 GIF.
Jife.
Garoof.
You, you say tomato, tomato. I say tomato, tomato.
I like the idea that Zebes is such a hostile environment that even this plant, which is clearly not like a thinking organism all that much because it just sort of yoings around, even this wants to fucking kill an invader. I think that's such a cool idea. In execution, I'm gonna just come out with an unpopular opinion. I know that a lot of people love the boss fights in this game. I think most of the boss fights in this game actually kind of suck. I don't like this boss fight. I like it in theory. I don't like an execution. I hate the Crocomire boss fight. I hate it more than life itself, and I do not like the Kraid fight in the slightest.
Oh.
Ridley is fine, except there's like no trick. You kind of just blast away at him and hope for the best. And Fantoon is kind of just waiting for the most part. Those are both fine enough fights, but I hate this fight. I'm fine with the Chozo statue fight. You can make it very fast if you listen to my advice.
Hey, buddy. Listen.
Yeah.
Future Nick is now past Nick. Future Nick knows. Future Nick has suffered for that fight.
That went much faster than last time because you didn't run out of missiles and have to pray for one to drop.
Yeah, and get fucking 40,000 health drops in a row.
That was unfortunate. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why this fight can be such a pain in the ass. The boss fights in this game that are just sort of shoot and try to avoid damage are fine enough. Any of the boss fights with a gimmick, like with the Kraid fight, like with the Crocomire fight, I just hate. The Mother Brain fight is, I think, fine. Both the initial fight and then the ending fight.
I mean, like playing this game, I would not think the boss fights are something that people would like. I would think that it is.
I don't know. People, I don't know that this is like I'm gonna be crucified for saying I kind of hate the boss fights in this game. Maybe people will be like, no, he's full of shit. Everyone hates the boss fights, and maybe people will be like, he's an asshole who could hate the boss fights. But the boss fights tend to fall into either blast away and hope for the best or gimmick.
Yeah, I mean. The things I like about this game so far are, I think the level design, even though it's kind of fucky sometimes, is fine to good. And I think the audio design is really good.
Oh, this game has the best atmosphere of any 16-bit game. Easy. I think this is, like, I don't even know that there's a close second. I'm sure people will say whatever, but this is... the amount of emotions that this game is able to convey, because there are parts of this game that are genuinely like, there's a sense of dread to them. Especially Lower Brinstar, which is the area you're in before you fight Ridley. It's imposing. There's lava and acid everywhere. There's all this like ancient architecture. So it seems like a hostile environment. And this is a good example of it feels hostile.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay if you waste a few missiles here and there. You really need to be careful with your super missiles because the game does not necessarily like replenishing those.
Oh my fucking god!
You might just want to go up to that save point real quick.
I will try.
It's the yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what killed you now. It was two of those things. And instant death. This is not a safe. Yeah, those things are fucking just awful.
Oh my god.
The parts of this game I like because I don't like the boss fights. I love this game though. I'm about the atmosphere and I love the freedom of it. I like Metroidvanias in some ways, and I hate them in others.
You don't like them feeling railroady. You want them to feel organic and.
Well, I also one of the things that this game does that I love, and I wish more Metroidvanias do, is that there are very few straight damage upgrades you get in this game. A lot of the upgrades you get are just more movement tech. Like you get the ability to run faster and blast through obstacles. You get space jump. You get like all these different kinds of ways to improve how quickly and how efficiently you can move through the world around you.
Boy, am I never gonna be efficient.
Yeah, you get better. Don't worry about it. I was not good at this my first time through. That's also, unfortunately, one of the things that leads to... Oh, God.
I'm
with
just...
all the Metroidvania games, and Dark Souls is, like, the biggest proponent of this. your first playthrough will always be the longest one, and it can be like you'll never recapture that first playthrough because every playthrough is just like, I know. You good.
Oh, what the? No! How is that fair? How? Why?
Oh gosh. Yeah, so those are pit blocks. Those will be your worst enemy. They drop you into bad places. So you do unfortunately have to go down here. Deal with this stanko. Hey, you got him. So you get a missile tank down here.
Encountering them on, like, level playing field is fine, but if they are in any, like, y-axis different from me, I am fucked.
Yeah, then go down there for a gun upgrade. Because a lot of Metroidvanias, the tendency is the upgrades you get are just damage. And I think Dark Souls is more or less the same way. Like, yeah, you get the ability to warp halfway through Dark Souls 1, which is, like, huge. But for the most part, the ways that you're going to be feeling progression in Dark Souls are just, I do more damage now, I can take a few hits now. Whereas in this game, you compare moving... Okay, so green doors are super important.
Yeah.
You compare the start of the game, where you're just sort of slowly lumbering around on this alien world, to the end of the game where you're like triple action kick flipping through a door that's up on the ceiling. And you feel progression not only in a number sense, but in this very kinetic movement-based sense. Because suddenly the world feels like you feel like you have more access to the world both by more doors being open and by more doors being reachable that were...
I'm gonna be honest, even though we were joking about Ori and the Blind Forest sucking, it doesn't. I actually like the game. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Oh my god. A lot of Ori and the Blind Forest upgrades, other than, like, some of the early ones, most of them are actually mobility-based changes. Like, you get the ability to, like, leap off of projectiles and stuff like that, and... Oh, no. Alright. Oh, come on. He needs to leave. He needs to leave. Yeah, a lot of Ori and the Blind Forest's upgrades are, like, mobility, like double jump or triple jump, and, I mean, Ori and the Blind Forest has other flaws. Mostly its story, and, honestly, I think you would like Ori. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. I forgot B is my run move.